All right, guys, it's Brad with the Get You in Shape program. Welcome. We've got Paula joining us. It's a core cardio day. So remember, on core cardios, you're going to get your own little warm-up prior to starting because we're just going to jump into it. Today, we've got a core station first. So we've got 10 exercises for the core, and then we have 10 stationary cardio exercises. What that means for you is that if you want to hang and do the 10 core exercises, great. And then you can get out of your house and go bike riding. You can do interval work. You can get on your treadmill. You can do something else, or you can just hang with us and do 10 minutes of stationary cardio. So let me get my timer going. We're going to start with a starfish crunch. So this is going to be laying on your back. We're going to go up. Arms are going to be out wide. Your legs are only going to go down as far as your abs will take you. And then we're going to breathe out and try to crunch up to our hands and our feet. So down, and then breathe out and crunch up. Let me get my timer going. We got 45 and 15.
Warm up.
5. So
3,
45 seconds
2,
on, 15
1,
seconds.
and go.
You're going to go down and then breathe out as you come up. And as you go down, you're going to go only down as far as your lower back will take you. Make sure that navel stays pressed in. And then you're going to breathe out as you come up. Nice job. We have 45 and 15. So if I tell you next exercise is the plank to the ab walks, and
That's
you see
halfway.
me doing it, and if you're ready to start, you can start right away. Good job. 15 seconds left. Nice job, Paula. Great job at home. Focus on those abs, staying engaged, pressing that lower back in. We have 5. We got the planks to the ab walks. We're
3,
starting our plank.
2,
So
1.
looking at me,
Switch.
hands are close together. We're going to just walk those hands out as far as you can with that core. Walk your hands back to your plank. Some of you might be able to walk your hands all the way down
3,
to where your nose
2,
touches the ground.
1,
Or
and go.
some just a few feet in front of you. And a few steps out, few hand walks out, and then back to your plank. Making sure your core stays stable. This one you don't want to do on your knees. On your toes. Again, try to have your hands close together on this one instead of a normal push-up position.
That's halfway.
20 seconds left. We're going to be doing the running man sit-ups, laying on your back. Again, we have a quick transition of 15 seconds each. So if you need a longer break, you can have a longer break, or if you see what I'm doing and want to go start faster, you can. 3, 2, 1. Running man sit-ups.
Switch.
Your levels are either the legs bent, reaching those shoulders to the knee, or the legs straight, reaching the shoulder to the knee. So you figure out which level you want.
3, 2,
If you have your
1,
legs bent, you want to
and
make
go.
sure that back stays flat. If you have your legs straight, you still want to make sure that lower back, as you go down and up, stays pressed into the ground. Good. Breathing out as you come up. Again, you're trying to twist your shoulder, not your elbow, to your opposite knee that's coming up. Good job. I can hear Paula breathing as she comes
That's
up. Make
halfway.
sure you're breathing as well. Good job. We're going to be doing what's called a crab hold next. You're going to either do the crab hold, or you're going to do a crab walk from side of your mat to the other side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
3,
2, 1.
1.
Looking at me, we're on
Switch.
all fours. All you're doing is bringing your knees off just a split second and holding that position. Level 2, bring that knee up a little bit off, and you're going from one side of your
3,
mat
2,
to the other side of
1,
your mat.
and go.
The key, though, is that back staying flat and your knees are just off the ground. Level 1, you're holding. If you need to go down and rest a second or two, go down and then go right back up. Go down, go right back up. Try to just have your knees just a little bit off the ground. Make sure your hands stay underneath your shoulders,
That's
not
halfway.
above. Keep that back flat. We've got 20 seconds to go, guys. Slow bicycles are next. Laying on your back, both legs are straight. One leg will come in, both legs straight, the other leg will come in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good.
Switch.
Low bicycles, both legs are straight, lower back is pressed in. You figure out how high your legs need to go. One leg comes in, both legs straight. The other
3,
leg comes in,
2,
both legs straight.
1,
So
and go.
start with both legs straight. Your lower back is pressed in. Bring one leg in, breathe out. The opposite shoulder, opposite arm. Both legs are straight. Bring the other leg in. Nice job, Paula. Again, your legs are up or down based on your lower back staying pressed into the ground. We have one more for our core, and then we're going to do
That's
the
halfway.
posterior chain. We got the groiners next. Levels on this, you can be on an elevated surface like a chair or a couch. Or I'll show you level 1 on the ground, which is on your knees. Good job, guys. Almost there. 7,
3,
3,
2,
1. The groiners.
switch.
In that plank position on your knees, you're going to bring that heel up, touch your heel, and then go back to your plank, and then go to the other side. Level 2, on our knees, on our toes. Level 3,
2,
you're going to switch
1,
in midair.
and go.
Make sure you're landing your heels, whichever level you're doing. You're going to touch your heel to the ground. Take your time if you need to do that. Make sure you're touching your heel to the ground. Your legs are outside of your hand as you go down. Almost there, guys. We're getting up halfway. If you need to hold your plank, again, go slower.
That's
Whatever
halfway.
you need to do to focus on what you can do. Don't worry about what you can't do. Nice job. We're going to switch it to the posterior chain next. We got Peter Pans after this. Good job, Paula. This is a difficult exercise, I know. Getting ready. 5,
2,
3,
1.
2, 1.
Switch.
So the Peter Pans, hands are by our sides, palms facing the ground. We're going to come up for a second or two, and then down. Shoulders and your knees come off the ground and down.
3,
Hold for about 2 or
2,
3 seconds,
1,
and then come
and go.
down. So your shoulders are pulled away from your ears. Your palms are facing the ground. As you come up, your knees come off the ground, and your shoulders come off the ground. Nice work, you guys. We're going to do a few exercises for the posterior chain to finish our core station. Good, Paula.
That's halfway.
So as you come up, make sure your neck is relaxed. Your forehead is looking towards the ground, not straining, looking up. The next one we're going to be doing is the same thing with the legs, except the arms are going to be out like a T to our side. Get ready. 5,
3,
4,
2,
3, 2.
1.
So legs
Switch.
come up. Now our arms are out like a T. So we're going to extend. I'm going to try to squeeze my shoulders in the middle of my back for 2 seconds and then down. So relaxing your toes.
3,
Your knees come
2,
off the ground.
1,
And when you
and
come
go.
up, your thumbs are going to point up to the sky for 2 seconds, squeezing the middle of the back. So if I have a quarter, I'm going to try to squeeze that quarter in the middle of my back, those shoulder blades, as I come up like a T. Nice job, Paula. So forehead and neck staying looking at the ground. Your shoulders come off the ground,
That's
knees come
halfway.
off the ground. Working on the posterior chain here, guys. We got one more. On our stomach, the platypus is next. Forehead is going to be on your hands. You're going to bend your legs, and there's a few different options as you're
3,
doing the platypus.
2,
So
1.
as you switch,
Switch.
your hands are going to be here, level at the hardest levels. You're going to bend those knees like an L, and then come up 90 degrees. Knees come off the ground. The different levels from there,
3,
if you can't bring your
2,
knees off the ground,
1,
just keep
and go.
going further and further away from that bent position until you can bring your knees off the ground. So that might be like the Superman position where your knees are off the ground. It might be halfway. You figure where that is. If you can keep your legs at a 90-degree angle, that's the hardest position. And then if you can't do that, just keep inching your way back with your legs so that you
halfway.
can bring your knees off the ground. All right, guys, we got one more for the core. This is our 9th exercise. We're going to flip over for glute bridges. If you have a band, you can use your band for that. You can double loop it, bring it around up to your hips, around to your,
3,
to your
2,
knees.
1.
So
Switch.
loop bridges, flipping over on your back. I'm gonna loop 2 loops on my band. You don't have to use your band, so just do the same thing without the
3,
band. Push
2,
my knees out
1,
and
and
lift
go.
those hips up. So different levels on this. I can stay here. I can do a marching glute bridge where I'm pushing one leg out, keeping my knees together, hips up. Or I can do one leg at a time, and when she says halfway, I switch legs. If you have your band, you're
That's
pushing
halfway.
those knees out as you go up and down. Last one here again. If you're hanging with us, you're just gonna rest real quick. If you're gonna use the cardio to get outside and do some intervals, or get on a bike, or
3,
you're going to get,
2,
there you go.
1.
And we're
The timer
done.
is complete.
Done with the quick core station. Great job, Paula.